Hello, everyone. This is Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. How's everybody doing today? Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, YouTubers. What are we talking about? So we're talking about this Cardi B and Tasha K saga that feels like it is never going to end, you guys. It feels like it's never going to end because the latest is Cardi B is demanding the $3.8 million judgment that she was awarded against Tasha K to not be overturned. And this is according to Radar Online. So Cardi B is still fighting her legal battle against disgraced blogger Tasha K, who still refuses to pay the rapper her money after losing the defamation lawsuit against her. According to court documents obtained by Radar Online, the Tomorrow 2 rapper and her legal team have laid out their argument on why Tasha K's appeal against her $3.8 million judgment should be denied. Cardi was awarded the hefty judgment after a Georgia jury found Tasha liable for defamation, with the Bronx native accusing the YouTuber of spreading vicious lies about her online. In court, Cardi told the judge that the blogger posted videos accusing her of having an STD, having worked as an escort in the past, and that she used hard drugs. The former Love and Hip Hop star vehemently denied the allegations, even submitting medical records that prove she did not have herpes, as Tasha claimed. In the end, the judge ended up awarding Cardi B $1 million in general damages, $250K in medical expenses, $1.5 million in punitive damages, and another $1.3 million to cover her legal bills. But all these months later, Tasha still hasn't paid Cardi her money, filing an appeal of the judgment while claiming it was improper. Now Cardi has gone to court to oppose the blogger, accusing Tasha K of being in the business of, quote, spreading salacious rumors about celebrities for profit, and newly filed court documents. The motion said Tasha's actions were not only vulgar, tasteless, and rude, but also said the unrelenting and self-described campaign was motivated by greed and spite. Cardi insists the jury made the right decision and wants the judgment to stand. As Tasha appeals the court's decision, Cardi has already started the process of collecting the million she is owed. The rapper fired off multiple subpoenas to Tasha's bank to seize any money she had, and the collection efforts are ongoing. So here's the thing, you guys. I have no idea why Tasha K has not just set up a payment plan by this point. I do not know why Tasha K has not tried to set up a payment plan of some sort at this point to get this resolved. Because the problem is now, Cardi B and her legal team are going to come after everything. And I thought that, after everything, that, Tasha K had downsized and, was renting out her mansion and moved into an apartment and this and that. I thought that was in hopes that she was going to be setting up some sort of payment arrangement to pay back Cardi B this judgment, but it just doesn't seem like she is taking this seriously still. I think she literally thinks that she can still get out of this, you guys. And she's moving as such, as if, she doesn't have to pay. So it is very wild, you guys, but, so I don't know what's going to happen, but it's just wild that, this is continuing to go on, and it just seems as though Tasha K is like, listen, that's great that you guys, said that I have to pay this money, but guess what? I'm not paying it. And I just don't understand why we are messing around with the legal system like this, you guys. Like, why risk having everything taken away from you all because, and we didn't have to get here, you guys. That's what's so funny. We never had to get here. There were, personal DM conversations of Cardi B asking, before this even got to a lawsuit, of Tasha K to simply take down the videos, right? To take down those interviews that were slandering Cardi B, that were saying lies about her, and Tasha K used that as an opportunity to say, hey, if you want to deny this, come on my show. And Cardi B's like, that's not going to, make matters any better. That's just going to cause everything to go even more viral, and people who still don't believe her are still not going to believe her, right? So then it escalated. Then multiple times, Cardi B's legal team had sent, those cease and desist letters to Tasha K, and it was ignored, you guys. It was ignored. It wasn't taken seriously at all. And then we had the lawsuit, you guys. Then we had the lawsuit, and we went to trial, and they held Tasha K liable, you guys. They held her liable for the $3.8 million judgment. She tried to appeal it. The appeal's been denied. There was an injunction in place for her to, follow certain parameters and things of that nature. And then it was like briefly acknowledged, but then some of that wasn't, followed appropriately as well. And now here we are, you guys, still months later, still talking about this. And the worst part is that, there have been instances where Tasha K is still taunting Cardi B, still making fun of her, still throwing shots at her and everything else. And it's like she doesn't take this seriously, you guys. She isn't taking this seriously at all. And I just don't understand at this point, why can't you just set up a payment plan and be done with it, right? It's not like you are, broke and destitute. You're still, making content off of, both YouTube as well as your other platforms on your app and your live channel and everything else. So it's not like you aren't making any money, right? And, this whole thing, well, if I have a family and I have, a child to raise and this and that, okay, you should have thought about all of that before you continued to push this narrative about Cardi B that wasn't true. And she had the receipts to refute what you were saying, right? So I just don't understand at this point why we are still going through this. Like, I truly believe Tasha K thinks she can get out of this. And I think with these stalling measures, she really thinks that she doesn't have to be on the hook with this. But the problem that she doesn't realize, because she is thinking short term and not long term, is that this can go beyond just seizing everything that she has, you guys. This could go beyond just seizing everything she has. Cardi B's legal team is ruthless, you guys. And they can go do some digging, you guys. They can do some digging and come up with some other things to put additional charges on Tasha K to get to that money. If they think, she thinks this is a game, right? Because it's been too many months for her not to even just set up something, you guys. To just not even set up a payment plan of some sort. To at least show in good faith, you know what? I messed up. I need to pay the piper. I need to, own what I did, own my mistake, and pay it forward. And just be done with this, set up the payment plan, however long it's going to take me to pay this off, however many years it takes. I am going to commit to these monthly payments to Cardi B to show, hey, this is going to be my resolution on my end of this case, of to pay back the judgment, you guys. To pay the judgment that was awarded to Cardi B so that this can be over. But instead, this is dragging on and on and on and on and on. And for what? To just be in the news with Cardi B? To have people still, questioning you, questioning your reputation and everything else? Like, what is this worth? And it's just too much pride at this point. It's just at what point can we just take accountability and say, you know what? I was wrong. I was wrong. Let me set up these payments so that this can stop. Because she is very much underestimating Cardi B's legal team. She is underestimating some of the other methods that they can go after her besides the seizing of, her accounts and these other attempts. She's not thinking big picture of other potential charges they can bring against her. She's not looking at it from that perspective. And remember, she almost risked, possible jail time with the injunction and everything else if certain things weren't followed with that. And remember, she made a joke of that and showed up in one of her videos in an orange jumpsuit, and said that people were spreading lies about her. So it's just unfortunate, because it's like, listen, obviously, we don't want to, nobody wants to lose a case, number one, and not only lose a case, but be hit with a $4 million judgment, you guys. No matter how rich or whatever you are, you guys. Nobody wants to pay $4 million to somebody, right? Nobody wants to pay anything. Heck, some of you don't even want to pay your bills, let alone a $4 million judgment. So, yes, for that, I get it. But at the same token, this could have been avoided. You could have never had to go to court. This could have been resolved for free, Tasha K. So why not just set something up? Why not just set something up before this gets worse and something harsher comes down the pike to where you have no way out? And you don't want to know what that potentially can be, right? But again, Why risk it? Why continue to play games like this with Cardi B and her attorneys, you guys? Why do it, right? Like, why do it? Because you have no idea what route they can take, right? To make this even more miserable for you, right? So, this will be interesting to monitor to see what comes of this, but I don't think it's going to end well, you guys. I truly don't, because if it's been this many months since the judgment and everything else that has been a mockery, has been a joke, has been too prideful, has, been the I ain't got it and everything else and the like, and still trying to appeal this and still trying to delay paying and everything else, and all of these shenanigans, all of these social media stunts and everything else, and still refusing to pay. At what point are we going to take this seriously? And I don't even think losing everything it matters to Tasha K at this point, right? I don't even think she cares. Because that's how she's moving, right? But I think she's really underestimating the lengths Cardi B and her attorneys can go to really make this miserable for her. And Cardi B actually has been a lot more graceful and nice than most people would have been, because they would have seized her accounts immediately had they been ruthless, right? Had they been ruthless from the start, but they were thinking that Tasha K was going to be in good faith and set up a payment plan, right? But they weren't expecting this to still go on several months later and still there's no payments, right? So I think Tasha K is underestimating, what can potentially happen to her. I think she is underestimating Cardi B and her attorneys. And I think she is underestimating the potential consequences of not obliging to any of this, you guys. So there is that. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.